Hello, welcome to AgTech Reality Check, our fun little web series where we try to make tech make sense for the commercial people in agriculture. Started doing this show not because the world needs another podcast, but because there's a lot of smart people out there that are honestly bumbling their way through the tech concepts that matter in agriculture today. I'm Sheena Pitura. I work on the commercial team at Intent. This is Elie Regev, our CIO. He's the guru explaining all the tech things to me in a way that makes sense. Our goal here is to take common tech terms and explain what they actually mean without the hype, without the buzzwords. So today's topic is the cloud. You've likely heard it 1,000 times. It's stored in the cloud, or this is a cloud-based platform. It sounds a bit mysterious or nebulous, maybe a little unclear. So let's break it down. Elie, what is the cloud? Where is the cloud? And what's actually happening when we store and serve something in the cloud?
Yeah, absolutely. Simply put, the cloud can be thought of as just a computer, but not your computer. Imagine the cloud as a big, powerful, well-maintained, secure computer that, thanks to the internet, of course, is doing your bidding somewhere far, far away from your desk.
So the cloud is not in the sky.
No, and in fact, it's a lot less glamorous than it sounds. The cloud you interact with and we interact with is a physical machine made up of racks and racks of servers working as a team in a warehouse full of blinking lights and air conditioning and security doors. These are called data centers, and it's where the cloud actually lives.
So you're saying the cloud is really just a bunch of server warehouses, like, but where is it actually? Like physically, where is it?
Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of fancy warehouses placed in the right spots. Location is everything, as usual. A big part of what makes the cloud prevalent is how durable and easily accessible it is. It's always on when you need it. And to serve that mission, these data centers are distributed across the globe, but usually in relatively central locations. For instance, we have large US data centers in Virginia and Ohio, which are close to a lot of population. You'll also find some further north into Canada and, of course, across the EU and beyond. Some are even located in like Sweden and Finland. It's for the sake of energy efficiency. I mean, Sheena, you know how warm your laptop gets after a long stint of work. Could you
True.
imagine a whole warehouse full of servers cranking away 24/7? Cooling all that hardware takes a ton of energy, so any free cooling is a major win for the data centers and us as users not having to pay that tab.
So here in Canada, you're saying we've got data centers because we've basically got free air conditioning.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, okay, let's bring it back to the day to day. Um, if I'm storing documents or trial data or reports or whatever it is in the cloud, what does that actually mean for me?
Yeah, absolutely. It really goes back to those servers working as a team. It means that as soon as you hit save, you have multiple servers connected across multiple locations, keeping your data safe, secure, and most importantly, available to you. In the tech space, we call this redundancy. Put another way, you're paying a very small fee to let the experts be in charge of keeping your data safe and handy when you need it. If your laptop crashes, you haven't lost anything. If you're working with a remote team, everyone can see the same version at the same time. It's not about where your data lives, it's almost more about how easily you can access it whenever you need it.
So really, it seems like a big part of the cloud is storage. It's about being functional, easier access, better collaboration, more secure storage.
Yeah, exactly. If it's done right, the cloud saves you from lost files, corrupted USBs, and panic attacks when you lose a report right before your meeting. Now, storage isn't all the cloud is good for, but we may save some of those finer details for another episode.
Fair enough. So let's bring it back to the reality check part. The cloud, ultimately, it's easier, it's reliable, it's accessible, and it makes things like sharing files, working across teams way simpler. I'm going to date myself a little bit here or age myself a little bit here, but I remember a time when that wasn't the case. There was a time where if I needed a file or I wanted to check my email, I had to physically go into the office. If I wasn't at my work computer, basically out of luck. Now I can log in at home, in the field, from a hotel, from an airport, honestly, wherever. Everything is there. And that shift is because of the cloud.
Exactly. It's not about where the data lives anymore. It's about how easily and reliably you can get to that data. And the cloud makes it possible. And when it's done right, you don't even have to think about it. It just works.
Awesome. So that's it for this episode of AgTech Reality Check. This is episode number 2. If there is a tech term that your team keeps using but never actually explains, send it our way. We might break it down in a future episode.
Yep, one buzzword at a time.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.